Hello everyone and welcome to the video. In this video I'm going to be showing you all how to create whatever 3D assets you want for your GDevelop games. And this is superior to searching up models on the web because you cannot get exactly what you want, exactly what you're thinking about with models on the web. So I'm going to be using customuse for this because this is what I'm using for generating models now for prototyping, because it's generally looked down upon for game development to use AI models for a final game, but it is extremely useful to use AI models for prototyping itself. So I'm going to be showing you all how I make models using customuse, and it's pretty easy. So I'm going to be using the nose editor, and I'm going to just start a new workflow, and it's extremely simple to use. Now, when you're starting off using customuse, and you can use the link in the description and the promo code in the description to try it out for free so you can see how good it is. But when you're using customuse, it's best to start from text because that's the best way to do it for GDevelop. It's starting from text because you're starting with what you think about what you want. So let's say I want a golden sci-fi sword as an asset, and this is a random asset. You could be anything. The first thing you want to do is type what you want. So a golden sci-fi sword. This is exactly what's going to be, and this is the first thing that you want. Now when you type in the prompt, you'll have a bunch of different options to choose from, and the next thing you want to do is generate an image, because what you're doing is you're taking a text prompt and you're generating an image for that, and then you use that image to generate a model and then a texture. So it goes from text to image to texture all the way to a final model. So we're going to generate an image. And when you're generating an image, there's specific things for characters, clothing items on them, a vehicle, or a game asset. These are the main ones you're worried about. Since we're making a sword, we're going to just be using a game asset. And now that we're using a game asset here, it'll automatically fill in our prompt, because you can edit this if you want to, but it's automatically going to match the text prompt, and it will generate an image if we run the flow. But we don't want to run the flow yet. We want to go all the way from text to a final 3D model. Now, after you have the image, we want to go ahead and generate a 3D model for it. And this can be low poly if you're trying to make a low poly, more simplistic game, or it can be a high poly generation. And there's different models for how it generates. You can test them out. I just use Trippa V3.1, and now it will generate a high poly model. Now, the thing about the high poly model is that by itself, it will generate a high poly sword, but the sword itself won't have a texture on it. So the final part of the flow is adding the texture that the sword will have. Because if we were to hit run right now, there would be no actual texture on the sword. It would just be a white sword that's very detailed, but you can't tell it's golden, and you can't tell that it has any sci-fi elements on it. So we're going to generate the last part of the flow. So we're going to scroll over here, and we're going to use a texture generation. And it's important to have your nodes in a format where it's very clear to see where everything's headed. So we have the text prompt, the image, then it goes into a high poly model, and then we have a texture attached to it. Now, one important thing is that when you're describing a texture style, you can either link the text prompt to here on the node, or you can use an image reference. And from my experience, using an image reference is better for the texture other than using some actual text, because the image will provide more detail than the text. So we're going to drag image output, and we're going to click that and drag it onto the image node. These two icons connect. And now for the texture generation, we don't have to even describe this style anymore. We can just choose the quality that we want to be. It can be 1K, 2K, or a complete 4K texture. You can also choose the two different models that you want. And after you have this whole flow ready, you can just run the entire flow, and then you can wait for your model to generate. So we're going to run the flow and then wait. And here we have the final product of the prompt. And here we have the actual full sword, and it's extremely high quality. You can go in full focus on it, and this is the full detail of a 4K model. And it's extremely high quality. And to put it in GDevelop, all you have to do is export it to a .gob file, and you'll be able to put it inside any of your games. And there's so much more you can do with customuse. So if you have any questions about what the capabilities of this are, you feel free to ask them in the comments. But if you want to try this out for free yourself, because I know many of you want to try this before you buy into it, you can use code TheDev, promo code TheDev in the description when you sign up for customuse, and you'll get 1,000 credits on your 3 free day trial to test out whatever you need to with unlimited freedom. And I want to thank you all for watching the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.